You're watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button and share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So here we are talking about Al Sharpton. Now, this was something I wanted to talk about when this first came out, but had a whole lot going on and a whole lot of other priorities to attend to. But I got time today to talk about Al Sharpton. Now, Al Sharpton here, as you can see, he's kicking off and rubbing elbows with an insecure man in Donald Trump himself. But hey, let him tell it. If you live down in Georgia and you don't vote for Stacey Abrams, then you're insecure as a man. Now, if that ain't some backhanded, sexist type shit that this man said, I don't know what is. But he's supposed to be the civil rights leader working for a propaganda network in MSNBC. Right? Now, where did this diarrhea of the mouth come from? Well, this was a segment when he was a guest, because he typically is a guest on the show Morning Joe. That's with Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski, right? His real life wife. Now, during this segment, they were discussing the potential impact on the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade for the upcoming midterms. Well, as you can see, if you watch that meat puppet debate between Herschel Walker and that other cornball, chocolate milk dye hair having ass motherfucker and Raphael Warnock, excuse me, the Reverend Raphael Warnock, right? One of the issues that was not high on the priority list was abortion rights. The issues were the economy. Because when you got chicken wings costing $20, right? I have a huge problem with that. Okay? When you got brisket, that's supposed to be a cheap cut of meat, costing $89. I have a problem with that. What's up, Marco Hinton? But I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna give you what he said. Okay? One guest, all in together founder Lauren Leader, referred to the decision as a case to undermine democracy by limiting women's rights. Sharp then suggested that misogyny ran deeper than that. The thing that speaks to me from what she was saying is that he was handing both in the faith community and the black community, misogyny becoming more acceptable. He literally had black men call his show saying, well, we've got enough black women in power. Ketanji Brown Jackson, Supreme Court. We have Vice President Kamala Harris. I don't know if I want Stacey Abrams. He then pivoted to attacking these alleged callers for feeling so insecure as a man that they opposed Abrams. Stacey Abrams claims on CNN she's never denied the outcome of the 2018 election. Who would not be proud of Stacey Abrams unless you're insecure as a man that you've got to be manipulated by probably some provocateurs in the fifth community that I don't want to believe women's right to choose and women outright to be subordinate, not leading. Okay, Reverend Al Sharpton, I see what you tried to do there, okay? I see what you tried to do there. But the problem with that is Stacey Abrams ain't offering nothing tangible, okay? You have black men approaching her about reparations. She's running away from that topic, but yeah, you don't want to talk about that, right? What's up, Keith Weston? Salute to you. She's out there trying to make black men not to be the scapegoats. Well, black men wolf me, I'll win. But she's not offering nothing tangible for the black men to come out there and support her. She want to go out here to all these cookouts and do all this singing and all this dancing and all this electric slide vibes and all that, and yet she ain't offering nothing tangible. What? So you her defender now? You her husband now? Al Sharpton? What the fuck? So it always rings true come this time of year right here. We're in the home stretch of the election. And you got these idiots like Al Sharpton, and then you got that other dude, I can't remember his name, but he wanted to scare people into voting. He wants to scare people into voting. That clown. I can't remember his name. He's so clownish. Then you got Joe Madison talking about we got to mobilize. What we mobilize it to? I'm gonna tell you right now, after I got this video, I'm gonna mobilize the damn Bojangles to get me some chicken. If I don't mobilize there, then I might go to find me some barbecue somewhere. I hear in VA. That's what I'm gonna mobilize to. We got 13 days to mobilize. What we mobilize to, Joe Madison? You sound like an idiot. But then again, you are what you are. Then we have the preeminent butterball-based bastard of our generation, Roland Martin. Of course, going to his show, bring his usual cohorts and co-conspirators to cuss out, talk down on black folks, all that stuff. Greg Carr, Reese Colbert, all them other idiots that be on there. Just cussing at black folks for no reason, just because we want some tangibles. Then Al Sharpton goes on, then he gets biblical. This way he gets all biblical. Because one thing I know about these boule, these creme brulee bastards, they want to sit here and cherry pick things out the Bible to weaponize their little talking point. And I think that's disgusting too. Did you read the Bible? If the book of Esther and Ruth, did they edit that out of your Bible? It becomes disturbing. No, it's disturbing when you're weaponizing and cherry picking quotes out of the Bible just so you can sell a talking point. And who could ever forget Al Sharpton being president of the National Inaction Network, right? Where every so often at their spring luncheon, at their summer luncheon, at their fall dinner, Jim Clyburn's fish fry, right? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Woo! 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 Yeah! 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 That's the kind of shit that they do at these National Inaction Network functions, where they're getting fat in the stomach and even fatter in the pockets. They're getting their donations through all these corporations, Pepsi and GM and McDonald's and all these other avenues, right? And what they do, hey, let's just leverage the black community for their own benefit, right? No different than the other cornball, Byron Allen. Hey, we gotta go vote. Hey, you gotta vote like your life depends on it. Defend the democracy's at stake. How many times you gonna hear that in your lifetime? If I had a penny for every time I've heard that, hey, you gotta vote like your life depends on it. Hey, hey, this is the most important election of our lifetime. The federal democracy is at stake. Hey, you really gotta get out there and vote. You gotta vote like you never voted before. I cannot stress to you the importance of this election in our lifetime. That's the kind of stuff that we get. And then they prop up these entertainers, right? You got Kerry Washington wearing Stacey Abrams shirts. You got other athletes and entertainers um, and other people that the only time you see their faces come election time, they won't dare respond to you on Twitter. They won't dare encounter you in the street without you getting tackled by security. But as long as they're hide behind their security and they can sit in front of a camera or stand in front of a camera nowadays, they can sit up there and tell you that you got to go vote, and if you don't vote for this person here, you ain't black. Or if you don't vote for this person, you're insecure as a man. All this guilt tripping and shaming tactics or whatever, just to get you to go out there and vote for someone who ain't got no vested interest in you, who don't give a fuck about you. You ask them a straight question, they give you a crooked answer. Or they're propping up some shill like this person. Like, who will ever forget this person right here? DJ, spin that shit.
When Stacey Abrams calls, you don't hesitate. When Stacey Abrams calls, you go to Georgia State. We campaign because we love her. Love her. She's Georgia's next governor. Governor. Stacey is the truth. So get to the voting booth. Stacey is the one. She gets the job done. She gets the job done. Hey.
Hey. Now where Jennifer Lewis get those people from? But hey, it's okay for us to get no tangibles. We just get a whole bunch of singing and dancing, right? That's what we get, right? And Al Sharpton, I won't be surprised if he was, doing the two-step when she was doing that J. Now, look. What's up, Kevin Wedderburn? Look, as far as the whole thing about abortion rights and all that, look, I personally don't care about that. That's not a black issue, right? And if you really want to tell the truth of the matter, right? If we really want to tell the truth of the matter, the whole Roe v. Wade thing was based on a lie. Okay? That woman admitted to lying about being assaulted by 3 black men. Okay? Even more reason, if we all did our research and we are really about the truth and everything else, then we wouldn't support no bill that's based on a lie. And that's what these bootlegs do. That's what these Democratic shills do. They'll sit up here and perpetuate all kinds of propaganda, all for you to be misled just so you can go out there and vote for them or their favorite candidate. And it's not like they don't know what's going on. They have to know what's going on in the discourse. So I don't buy this fact that they're so blind to what's going on. I think they know exactly what's going on. They just choose not to listen to the black constituents. They just choose not to. So when you choose not to listen to the very people who you depend on for their support, just so you can be propped up in whatever position you're gunning for, then don't get mad when you don't get your desired result. You offer nothing, you get nothing. It's that simple. What area in your life do you know that, hey, I can get something for nothing? I'm going to offer up nothing, and I'll get something in return. Who operates that way? Who do you know operates that way? Can you go to your job and offer nothing, and yet you get a raise? No, you get fired. Can you go into business for yourself and offer nothing to the paying customer and think you're going to get a return on investment when you've given nothing? You've given no time, no effort, no tangible for someone to gravitate to. You think you're just gonna go out there, do nothing, and think you're gonna get something in return, right? You think you're just gonna go out there, shun the people that you're depending on for support, right? When you ask for reparations, no. When it comes to other things like any qualified immunity, making sure police officers being held to account, right? Because they're supposed to be held to a higher standard, right? You turn a blind eye to that. You pivot, redirect, don't answer questions. You do all this other stuff. You're cutting jigs, putting on minstrel shows, all this other stuff. All for a vote. You expect me to get out my house, to get into my car, drive all these miles, to go to some elementary school, have some old lady with no teeth, or if she do have teeth, she got a generation gap in her mouth. Or if she do got teeth, they're detachable ones that you soak in damn effort in. But you want me to go to that school with that old lady with no teeth, give me a goddamn sticker that said I voted, to wait in these long lines in the elementary school, in the cafeteria, with a roof leaking and the floor creaking. Just so I can click somebody's name. Knowing that person ain't gonna do nothing for me. Knowing that person ain't got my best interest at heart. But he's supposed to be my representative, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got a better chance of winning the lottery before I go to some voting booth for clicking somebody's name, knowing they don't give a fuck about me. Okay? Yeah, right. These bootlegs get on my nerve, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. All this singing and dancing and cutting the jig and all that, and all this shaming and all that, man. Them days is over, Al Sharpton. And you 68 years old, shilling and chilling for the damn Democrats on BS NBC. You go to these random churches doing eulogies, skinning and grinning, and you're the first person out the door. You're the last person to come in, the first person leaving. And yet, we're insecure? No, I'm very secure in my manhood, Al Sharpton. I'm very secure in my manhood. Just because you're not secure in yours, right? Just because you're willing to sell your soul for some butter biscuits or some bird seed, yeah, don't rub your shit off on me. You come with nothing, you leave with nothing. Period. You are there rubbing elbows with the white supremacists and Donald Trump. Right? Look at you. All your teeth showing in that goddamn photo. The best of frenemies. Now, what would you pushing for reparations in the 68 times, and that's the 68 times I can remember. 2008, 2012, Al Sharpton went to the White House 68 times. How come he wasn't pushed for reparations? Ain't no telling how many times he went there during President Obama's second term. Ain't no telling how many times he went there with Trump. Right? Because I'm pretty sure he probably went there a few times talking to Trump about some business deal for his National Inaction Network. He was on that Zoom call with Biden. President Biden was sitting up there talking down all them black folks, talking we got to work with the brown community. He was on that call. So ain't nobody taking Al Sharpton seriously. If you look, the young folks like myself, we don't. People like me don't got no respect for no idiot like Al Sharpton. All right, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I don't got no respect for this guy. Always trying to play both sides. Always trying to position himself to be in every angle of every situation. The way only he benefits. Just like Roland Martin, the preeminent creme brulee fat boy of our generation. He wanted to sit here and talk shit too. Yeah, fuck off, Roland Martin. Now I don't got no respect for your bum ass either. Because your bum ass, anytime somebody will confront you respectfully, nobody even disrespect you, Roland Martin, but yet you find it in your DNA to disrespect people like me that approach you about an issue. Oh, you're just a dumbass. No, and you're a fat ass. I'm gonna see you one day, Roland Martin. You and I, because you and I got unfinished business. We're gonna have a conversation. You ain't gonna be able to run and hide and block me like you did to me on Twitter. No, you and I got unfinished business, Roland. I'm here to educate you simple Simons. Now how many Now, what part of your cheek was flubbering when you said that? Simple Simon, when will you get your fat ass up out of here? What's up, Wilt? I don't got no respect for these creme brulee bastards. All they do is run their mouth. Don't offer up nothing. And yet when we mobilize and we pushing back on what they're trying to sell, then all of a sudden we're a bunch of dumbasses, a bunch of simple Simons. We don't know what we're talking about. We insecure in our manhood and all that. Man, you get your boy. Oh my God, have mercy. They're always doing something to undermine black folks. They're always scheming. This little underling, Tamika Mallory, right? She did a podcast with Talib Kweli a few months back, and she made it known that she don't have no problems leveraging the black community. They have no problem at all. Won't lose no eye, won't lose no sleep, won't bat an eye over the fact that she leveraged the black community because she was out there telling people that they got to vote for Kamala Harris. How are you going to talk trash about a guy, then turn around and vote for the guy too? That's the kind of shit that Tamika Mallory was on. But that's little Al Sharpton's little underling. Because see, the only time they feel secure in the black streets is when they at their little functions where they can control the narrative and they can pivot and redirect. They won't bring their ass to these real black streets though. They won't do it. They won't do it. If they're amongst their cheese and croissant circuit members, it's all good in the neighborhood. You come down to these hoods where the real black community at, and I'm not talking about when this camera's on. I'm not talking about you guys come down, make some one-off appearance, make a clown show out of it, then you haul ass. and leave the real black folks to deal with the real issues. That's why you got ran out of New Jersey. That's why Roland Martin went down to North Carolina after that Andrew Brown shooting. He got ran up out of there because there ain't no what times when it comes to these bootlegs. So, like I said before, we ain't got no respect for no Bama like Al Sharpton. He's out here frothing off at the mouth. And if you, what's up, Terry Smoot? So far as I'm concerned, Al Sharpton can go kick rocks. Because his opinion of some person's security of their manhood was not needed, and it sure as hell was not wanted. What's up, you suit knight? If they don't vote for Stacey Abrams, that's insecure. The man insecure. I tell you, man. I tell you, man. These dudes right here, man. I tell you, man. These guys always try to find ways to reinvent themselves, don't they? Whether it be in their buck dancery or their buffoonery. But you know, this is the time of year. The election's right around the corner, and they will just do anything and say anything to get people talking. Because it got me talking. You know, it took me a couple weeks to talk about it, but God damn it, I was going to talk about it. All right? I'm going to tell you one more time, Al Sharpton. I don't need no Bama like you to talk to me about my security and my manhood, all right? My manhood just fine. I think I figured things out enough in this 43 years that I've been blessed to be on this earth. I think I've, done well enough to figure things out about my security and my manhood, all right? Because see, what you don't say is this. A lot of times, men don't care if women are offered places and positions or whatever. We don't care. We do care if they're not qualified. We do care if they're putting us in a position to where we can get hurt, if we can lose our jobs. Yeah, we care about that. Because at the end of the day, we men got to go out here. We real men. We men that's secure our manhood got to go out here and fight this good fight just so we can put some money in our pocket and put some food on the table to feed our families. Because at the end of the day, we secure men, we got to provide, protect, and produce for our women and for our children out here. Because see, that's what you don't say. No, just because you're insecure in your manhood, just because you might be on the fringe of getting booted from the boule line if you don't deliver in these midterms or whatever. Don't rub your insecurity off on me. That's what you ain't gonna do. That's on guard right there. That's right. That's on guard right there. Alley. Right? You alley cat. That's right. That's that's a good looking nickname for you, alley cat. Al Sharpton, right? So you, along with your other bootlicking counterparts, right? Slick back, slick hair back, slick talking jive turkeys. What's up, Courtney Washington? Right? All y'all can go kick rocks. I don't know if Pillsbury had a short supply of Grand's flaky butter biscuits, right? Maybe there's a recall. Maybe there was some shrapnel in the biscuits or something. I don't know. But what I do know is that shit you was kicking, right? Right? And you probably listened to Tribe Called Quest. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Yeah, you kicking up bullshit right now. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Come around here. Can I kick it? No, you cannot. Motherfucker. That shit was crazy what he said. Stay talking crazy, man. I don't understand. Anyway, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. And last but definitely not least, shouts out to the mighty Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Oh!